Hello, horror writers! This is a tarot and energy reading for what you might want to pay attention to for your story or your work in progress for February of 2024. I'm Chris, and I'm a tarot reader for screenwriters and authors. I guide them to form a deeper connection with their crafts so they're working with their projects, not on their projects. If you're not writing the horror genre, I do have other genres that I've posted to my YouTube channel. So be sure to like, subscribe, and follow to also know when those are going to be done in the future as well. Um, so the first things I'm going to say here is that as I was looking at these cards, fire, burn, and explosion came up a lot, and I'm not sure really what that means. I kept picturing like a scene in your movie or story about an explosion. I kind of see Camp Crystal Lake for some reason, or something like that. An explosion at a lake, explosion at a cabin, something. I don't know. That just kind of went through my mind. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind there. Um, I want to start kind of with the first card that I got, which is the Justice card reversed. I feel like these cards are you're gonna feel like something is unfair to you this month. Um, I've got the Five of Wands, which is hold on. I've got the Five of Wands, which is differences of opinions. Um, I've also got the Eight of Cups reversed, which is so the Eight of Cups is usually a card that's even though you love a situation or a place so much, you have to leave it in order to grow or go for your higher good. But because it's reversed, I think the tarot cards are asking you to stay, even though it feels uncomfortable. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting with that. And so I kind of feel like something's not going to feel comfortable. And I want you to. The other thing that I want to say is make friends with your fear. Um, like it feels like there's a fear that you have not quite talked to yet or brought out in the project or something of that nature. I'm not sure. This is a horror story, so I think you're too comfortable, if that makes sense. um, I'm not sure if this is a character or something, but I got the King of Swords reversed, I got the Page of Cups, and then I got the Four of Swords. Now, this kind of messed me up a little bit because when I have something that's unfair, my mentality is not. Um, I don't want to say not right. It's just not thinking straight, and mental rest is the number four, and something wasn't right. So I think that the cards are there's something that's going to make a bad decision. Someone, maybe you will, not thinking clearly. But that's probably because you're going to be paying attention to the messages of your emotions, the messages of your fears. Once you've done that and done that work, you should be able to allow yourself to have some time to have some mental rest. There might be some trauma responses there or something that you might want to work through, but just allow yourself to do that. So the card at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. They're sticking together. The Nine of Wands, and she to me looks like she is standing guard a little bit, but she's also kind of interested in. It's like she's got a property line, and she's just kind of like hesitant to let someone in, and that's kind of what I'm getting from these cards as well, is something to the effect of like just not, like you've going through the ringer with this story, but you need to stick with going through the ringer with the story at least for this month before you can give yourself some mental rest. It's like when you're doing a take for a TV show or a movie, and it's like you're trying to get that moment to get someone to cry and bring out that moment, but you're not quite there yet. That's kind of what this feels like. It feels like you haven't quite reached the fearness of it yet. if that makes any sense. I said stupid decision. I said follow up with your emotions. I wrote a note here after something place. Couldn't even read that, but I think it just means, it meant to just give yourself some time after processing some of these emotions. Beaten up, different emotions. We got the 5. There's that. Stay put. Stay with this. I know it's going to feel uncomfortable, but make sure you stay with it so that you can bring out that emotion that you want to bring out in the project. So now let's go to elements. Earth, air, fire, and water. Fire is your strongest element. Interestingly enough, there are no pentacles on this, on my spread. So your earth element is coming from 2 major arcana cards. You've got 2 fire major arcana cards as well. And I just fire is just, so for some reason that fire just keeps coming through my head. Fire, burn, explosion, something. And everything else is 2, 2, and 2. So it just seems like evened out, but fire is really there. I don't know if I want to say you should even it out. I don't feel like that should be it. It's just there's something with fire. And fire is creative passion. So whatever this all means to you, I'm not sure exactly what the cards are trying to say or where you're at with your project. This is kind of what I'm coming from it. So the astrological signs you might want to pay attention to are Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Aries. And those are because those are associated with the major arcana cards. Sagittarius and Aries, and then there's Leo, are the fire signs, but Leo doesn't show up except for in the 9 of Wands. So Leo's kind of like the weakest fire astrological sign. So pay more attention to Sagittarius and Aries. The planets that you're probably going to want to pay attention to are Venus, Jupiter, and Mars. I'm not an astrologer, so if you need a little bit more inspiration or some answers, that might be a place to start looking up and doing some research. All right, so I got no pentacles. I did all that. I did fire, burn. Let's go to numbers. So the numbers you're probably going to want to pay attention to are 11, 5, 5, 4, 14, 8, 4, 1, 4, 9. That equals 65. 6 plus 5 equals 11. And 11 is the Justice card. So something about being fair and unfair. Fair and unfairness going on this month. Now, if we also want to take that a step further, you've got 1 plus 1 equals 2, which is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, she likes to give you secrets, or she's all knowledgeable, and she wants to give you these secrets, but you need to prove yourself worthy for those secrets. And that's kind of where these 2 cards are coming from. You've got the King of Swords reversed and the Page of Cups. Just pay attention to how you're feeling and allow yourself to grow with that feeling, that probably the fear that you're trying to portray in the story. Too smart for your own good. The colors that are kind of coming through with these cards are white and kind of a turquoise. So I got a turquoise right there. I got another turquoise kind of right there. Another one is kind of right there. It's in the background though, so it's not like white just seems to be coming up more, but turquoise is the next one. I think that's all I have for you for this one. So that's, I think that's all I have for the, oh no, sorry, one more thing. I pulled 3 other cards just to kind of help you, and cello. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe burn the cello with the fire that I was talking about earlier. Burn the cello. I don't know. There's something there. Now, I did also pull another card, knowledge. And when I pulled this card and looked at it, I looked at the King of Swords, because this King of Swords is someone, to me, who's very smart. And when I saw knowledge, it just kind of connected the two. And I wrote down here, too smart for their own good, or making stupid decisions, because it's reversed. So I just kind of, that might be something to play with there. And I've got one last writing prompt for you, and is, what traits do your main characters hate in other people and why? Other than that, I think that's all I have for the horror writers this month. Please comment below if you found this helpful, and I'm open to suggestions in how I can make this work better for you. If you want to take this a little bit further, I did start a Patreon where you can get all sorts of writing prompts to get your creative juices flowing. I am open to also changing those tiers up as well to make sure that the space and the place is more adhering to what you need and want for your writing career, writing journey. But just let me know what you're looking for, if I need to take something out or if I need to add something or whatever. I'm open to I want to make it work for you. The link to all that, to the Patreons and all my other social media is down below. And remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share this with anyone who you think might find this interesting, and I will see you in the next one.